Have you ever considered how your diet impacts not only your health, but also the environment around you? It's a question that's becoming more crucial as we learn about the intimate connection between what we eat and the world we live in. Our dietary choices have far-reaching implications, from our personal well-being to the health of our planet. This isn't about instilling guilt for enjoying a juicy steak or a succulent lamb chop. Instead, we aim to enlighten you about the potential ripple effects of our food choices. We're diving into the heart of a compelling study that shines a light on an intriguing dietary swap. This swap isn't just about the nutritional value on our plates, but it's also about the ecological footprint of our meals. So, buckle up for a journey of discovery, where we explore the intricate dance between diet, health, and the environment. Today, we delve into a fascinating study that suggests a simple swap in our diet could have profound effects on both our health and the environment. Red meat. It's tasty, it's popular, but it's also linked to a higher risk of disease and significant environmental harm. Let's dive into this meaty problem, shall we? Red meat is a staple in many diets worldwide. It's a rich source of protein and essential nutrients that contribute to our overall well-being. However, mounting evidence suggests that the regular consumption of red meat is linked to an increased risk of various health issues. These include heart disease, certain types of cancers, and diet-related disabilities. It's not just our health that's at stake. The production of red meat also contributes significantly to environmental damage. The meat industry is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, which are driving the climate crisis. It also leads to deforestation, as more land is cleared to make way for cattle ranches. So, we're facing a double-edged sword here. On one side, we have the health risks associated with eating red meat. On the other, we have the environmental impact of producing it. This begs the question, is there a healthier, more sustainable alternative? Well, recent research suggests that there might be. A team of Japanese and Australian researchers have been looking into the potential benefits of swapping red meat for forage fish. These include herring, sardines, and anchovies, which are highly nutritious and the most abundant fish species in our oceans. The researchers believe that adopting this kind of diet would be particularly beneficial for low- and middle-income countries. These are places where forage fish are cheap and plentiful, and where the health toll from heart disease is particularly high. So, as we face the rising tide of diet-related disease and the urgent need to address climate change, it seems we need to rethink our relationship with red meat. It's not just about improving our health, but also about safeguarding the health of our planet. But what if there was a healthier, more sustainable alternative? Stay tuned to find out more about this fishy solution to our meaty problem. Enter forage fish, herring, sardines, and anchovies. These small, oily fish may not seem like the superheroes of the sea at first glance, but they pack a powerful punch when it comes to nutrition and sustainability. Forage fish are considered the ocean's unsung heroes. They're abundant, making up a staggering amount of the world's fish population. They're also highly nutritious, rich in omega-3 long-chain, polyunsaturated fatty acids. These essential fats are known to help prevent coronary heart disease. Add to that an impressive concentration of calcium and vitamin B12, and you've got a veritable powerhouse of health swimming in our seas. But the benefits of forage fish don't stop at our plates. They're also incredibly environmentally friendly. With the lowest carbon footprint of any animal food source, forage fish are a sustainable choice that can help us tackle the climate crisis. They're a win for our bodies, a win for our planet, and a win for our taste buds too. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's all well and good, but can these little fish really replace our beloved steaks and burgers? It's a fair question. After all, red meat has long been a staple in many diets around the world. It's rich, it's flavorful, it's satisfying. But it also comes with a hefty cost, both to our health and to our environment. That's where forage fish shine. They're not just a nutritious alternative, they're an abundant one, especially in low and middle income countries where these fish are plentiful and affordable. The potential for a dietary swap is enormous. Of course, we're not suggesting that everyone should give up red meat entirely, but if we can swap out even a portion of our red meat consumption for these nutritious, sustainable fish, we could see a significant impact on global health and the environment. But how can we quantify the potential benefits of this dietary swap? A team of Japanese and Australian researchers set out to answer this question. They embarked on an ambitious journey, conducting an extensive analysis involving data from over 130 countries. Their goal? To determine the potential impact of replacing red meat with forage fish on the global burden of disease. The researchers didn't just pull this hypothesis out of thin air. They were building on existing evidence, showing that forage fish, like herring, sardines and anchovies, are not only highly nutritious, but also environmentally friendly. And let's not forget their abundance in the world's oceans. This makes them a sustainable and accessible alternative to red meat, particularly in low and middle-income countries where heart disease takes a heavy toll. To build their case, the research team modelled 4 scenarios. Each represented a different pattern of forage fish allocation across the globe. They used projected data for red meat consumption in the year 2050 across 137 countries, and historical data on the forage fish catch from marine habitats. The researchers acknowledged that the limited supply of forage fish might not be sufficient to completely replace all red meat. However, they argued that even partial substitution could still significantly reduce the global burden of disease. And what about the nutritional value of forage fish? Well, they're rich in omega-3 long-chain polyunsaturated fatty acids known to prevent coronary heart disease. They're also packed with calcium and vitamin B12. Plus, they have the lowest carbon footprint of any animal food source, making them a win for our health and a win for the planet. What's more, the researchers highlighted that a large percentage of the forage fish catch is currently ground into fish meal and fish oil, primarily used for fish farming. Imagine the potential if we redirected some of that towards direct human consumption. The results? A potential prevention of 750,000 deaths per year and a significant reduction in diet-related disabilities. Now that's some food for thought. This isn't just a solution for high-income countries. Think about it. In many low- and middle-income nations, the burden of heart disease is particularly high. The toll is heavy, and the need for solutions is pressing. Enter forage fish. Abundant, affordable, and packed with essential nutrients, these little swimmers could make a significant difference where it's needed the most. Let's consider the facts. In these countries, forage fish like herring, sardines, and anchovies are not only plentiful, but also cheap. They're often caught right off the coast, minimizing transportation costs and making them an accessible option for many. In addition to being a cost-effective choice, the high nutritional value of these fish makes them a potent ally in the fight against diet-related diseases. Remember, these aren't just any fish. They're rich in omega-3 long-chain polyunsaturated fatty acids, which may help prevent coronary heart disease. They're also abundant in calcium and vitamin B12, essential nutrients that many in these nations may lack due to limited access to varied diets. And let's not forget the environmental angle. Forage fish have the lowest carbon footprint of any animal food source. So by swapping red meat for these fish, we could be taking a significant step towards mitigating climate change. But here's the catch. At present, 3/4 of the forage fish catch is processed into fish meal and fish oil, primarily for fish farming. If we're to reap the full benefits of this dietary shift, we need to rethink how we utilize these valuable resources. Imagine the potential. If this shift were adopted globally, we could prevent as many as 750,000 deaths from diet-related diseases each year. We could also avert up to 15 million years of life lived with a disability. That's a future worth striving for. The potential benefits are clear, but how can we make this transition? That's the question we must answer. Because the power of forage fish isn't just in their nutritional value or their environmental friendliness, it's in their potential to transform global health one small swap at a time. It's not just about swapping steak for sardines on our dinner plates. The future of food needs a shift in our mindsets, a rethinking of our dietary habits, and a transformation in our food policies. Our plates are a battleground where the health of the planet and our own well-being are at stake. We need to start recognizing the value of forage fish, not just as a source of vital nutrients, but as a key player in the fight against climate change. It's time we started seeing these small fish as the big solution they truly are. Governments, health bodies, and policymakers need to step up and incorporate these findings into their strategies. We need to create a global environment that encourages the consumption of forage fish. This is not just about our health, It's about the health of our planet. So next time you're planning a meal, remember, a small change could make a big difference.